Why y'all gotta do my man Riz Ahmed like that? He's an amazing actor. Y'all just gonna play him? Whoever wrote the lines for him in Venom, you need to...
Dream a little bigger, darling.
What up, family? It's your boy Amaru back with another review, and this time I am reviewing the new Tom Hardy film, Sony's latest venture into the Spider-Man universe, Venom. In this, we get premium Logan Marshall Green.
Why would we do that?
Playing Eddie Brock, an investigative journalist who's dug into a story about corporate corruption and alien life forms, looking to find a symbiotic relationship with human hosts. He's in so deep that now he's eating for two.
Eyes, lungs, pancreas, so many snacks, so little time.
Spider-Man fans have been looking for redemption for this anti-hero ever since the debacle that was Topher Grace in Spider-Man 3. And what we got was kind of halfway there. This wasn't a good movie, but it also wasn't bad. There are a lot of things that are downright horrendous, but there's also a lot of moments that are very entertaining, to the point where you can see the bones of a good movie and the potential of a very good franchise. You got to go into it hoping that what you liked outweighs what you don't. Predictable plot points, really bad writing. I wouldn't even call it dialogue. I would call it giving great actors words to say. Words that don't really mean anything, don't make any sense, aren't very interesting. They didn't act. They just had words coming out of their mouths. But nothing was more tragic than how they wasted Riz Ahmed and his character, Carlton Drake. Carlton Drake is nothing more than an evil corporate bigwig whose motivations are entrenched in the grandiose justification of the greater good, because he is
burdened with glorious purpose.
In that case, as a god, that speech makes sense. But as a man, you're just an asshole with no redeemable qualities. The one time the movie tried to give him some humanity, it was marred in pompous grandstanding.
Your condescension, as always, is much appreciated, Arthur. Thank you.
And you could tell that Riz looked at the script and said, you know what, let me get a check. What makes a good villain is someone who has a relatable motivation and is a full human being whose gamut of emotions run from good to evil, but ultimately lean toward the dark side. You can chalk this one up as Marvel, again, not adhering to any of those rules. Since Ahmed is in a good amount of the film, there's a lot in Venom that's hard to get through. But what saved it for me was once they introduced the symbiote. Thank you for calling the aliens symbiotes and not symbiotes. They fully embraced the weirdness that is the Venom character. The back and forth between the Venom voice and Eddie Brock created this buddy cop dynamic that was awkwardly funny and surprisingly endearing. I actually went to something that Venom said, and I didn't know how to feel except the fact that I liked it and enjoyed it very much. That strange dynamic and the weirdness between the two is the best part of the movie and something I want to see more of. You accept the reasoning behind the pairing and it not understanding why that relationship works so well, because they spend a lot of the beginning of the film investing in Eddie Brock's character, and it reminds you how good an actor Tom Hardy is. So if you can get past Michelle Williams and Jenny Slate doing the best they can getting words out of their mouths and actually get to Venom, then you're in for more than a pretty good movie. And I mean pretty good like in a Bad Boys way. Bad Boys 1, not 2. Where you get fun characters, interesting backstory, the potential for some really nice world building, and great acting. Especially when you add on that surprise that we get in the post-credit scene. Here's to hoping that Venom 2 gets a green light and is so much better than what we got in Venom 1. With that, I'm giving Venom 6.5 out of 10 in the wind. Sorry, I had to do it once. Alright y'all, that was my review for Venom. Please let me know what you think in the comment section below. As always, written reviews and the link down there. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.
them symbiote.
What's that?
Carlton Drake
Symbiote?
believes that the union
Yeah, that's
between
weird.
human and symbiote,
Symbiotes?
human and symbiote is the key to our evolution.
Symbiote?
I thought it was symbiote.
We call them symbiote.
Symbiote?
We call them symbiote. Carlton Drake believes that we call them symbiote.
Symbiote.
Believes that the union between humans is the key to
Is
our
that how you pronounce it? Symbiote? All these years I've been pronouncing it wrong.
I hope whoever worked on this movie listened to cartoons, because a bunch of people our age that are trying to go see this movie, like, we already know what he sounds like because we watch Spider-Man cartoons. So,
Symbiote.
y'all could still go in and ADR it. I'm just saying it.